be.
It's Alex Jones, the Alex Jones Hour.
What butter?
The Democrats are molesting children at a pizza restaurant.
You should do the butter biscuits thing with that voice.
You know what really butters my biscuits? The Funky Panther is stealing my intellectual integrity.
Alex?
Yeah. I won't stand by it.
I think you're getting butter my biscuits confused with like burning my biscuits.
Yeah, I'll butter your biscuits there, Charlie.
Who's Charlie?
That was fucking great, man. He like comes out. He's like, "What just happened? What happened? I blacked out."
I think Javier summoned the ghost of Alex Jones.
All right.
What's up?
I'm gonna eat your ass. I'm gonna eat your ass. If I gotta feed my daughter, I'm gonna eat your ass. You better believe it. I'm looking at you like a gazelle.
Okay. You know what? The last episode, you dropped the F-bomb a ton. You gotta like calm that shit down.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of fucking stupid. I'm kind of fucking stupid. I can't say the other word.
Oh, yeah,
because
just stop.
obviously
Just stop.
I'm kind of fucking stupid. Fuck you.
I feel like we needed that, like, so people can see us, but it's fine.
Oh, hello everyone, and welcome to the Funky Panther, coming to you from Fort Worth, Texas. We've got a really fun episode for you here today on
Episode 58, Living Has No Age.
Yeah.
Living Has No Age.
Hey, we're sure it's episode 58.
Is it? Yeah.
We had a little confusion last episode.
That's because he said it was not 57. Yeah, whatever. So we have a lot of cool stuff. We think it's going to be fun to talk about. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm Chad.
I'm Javier.
And I'm Tim.
And we are
The Funky Panther!
That was pretty fucking funny, though, I think.
Well,
that shit was hilarious.
You killed that impersonation.
Thank you
man.
so much.
You have been doing so well with the impersonations.
Yeah.
Hey, so
try.
y'all missed it. If you're watching live, so you're going to have to catch us on our actual podcast whenever it uploads on Thursday.
Oh, hello, Jared.
Javier did an excellent impression. Impersonation.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say who, so y'all have to guess who it is.
He'll do it again later, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But it was great.
I'm going to eat your ass.
All right.
I'm going to come at you like a spider monkey.
All right, so again, last time you cussed way too much.
Fuck off.
No, stop, dude. Like, every once in a while is fine for effect, right? If it's for effect. But you were dropping them like they were, I don't know.
Who's effect?
So, you know what we're going to do this
fact?
time?
What?
Every time one of us cusses, you've got to take a drink.
Hey, and if you are watching in Twitch or YouTube, get yourself a drink.
Oi, prick.
That doesn't count.
It doesn't?
It doesn't.
I would say it counts.
It's like
just to
saying
make
red
a
light,
drink.
green light. It's not a curse word. You went for it. You nibbled. So now you got to drink, stupid. It's not a bad word either.
This isn't red light, green light.
Yes, it is. I played red light, green light.
I can tell you went to Rollerland this weekend.
Yeah.
because
I busted my buns.
My bum.
I busted my buns.
Listen, if you're using an accent and you're using their verbiage from the country of which you're using an accent from,
Oi, cunt.
it's okay.
No, it's not.
It's okay.
No.
Oi, prick.
We're talking about just American curse words here.
Okay, so this is going to be the no cussing episode. From here on out,
No cussing episode.
No cussing, or you have to take a drink.
Fuck you.
Take a drink.
The boy's thirsty.
Yeah, the boy is thirsty. So if you're watching, go ahead and crack yourself a cold one.
Crack a coldie with your boys.
And you can play this game with us.
Yeah, if I say
know
one
it's
of us,
Tuesday.
but if Javier cusses, just take a sip, whatever the bev is.
if
the bev of choice.
if I'm offensive, then you could take it. I do want to try one of those though.
If you're playing
The Natty Light.
Oh, okay.
it's like drinking water.
I've never had a Natty Light. Natty Light brewed in America since 1970. I thought it was like 1770. It said 1977.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's
In the
not.
height of gonorrhea and
No, you know that Yingling is the oldest brewery in the U.S.
It is. And you know what? Yingling's coming to DFW. And if they would sponsor us with beers, we would solely drink Yingling on our show and shout them out every single time.
So we're not saying that, you should massively like bug them about us being sponsors.
No, that's exactly what we're saying.
okay. Then we're doing it.
Yingling!
Fuck yeah. Oh,
Hey,
shit.
You gotta drink.
Got him. I'm also drinking a Stella that Jesus and Crystal left for us. I'm just going to drink this one myself.
Yingling,
From
the
Egypt.
only thing Americans drink, or some shit.
So we're going to make our own theme song, and that's how we're going to get them give us free.
We can do like the old Mentos commercials. Oh, that'd be cool. We could make it like a Mentos commercial type thing.
Yingling. Was it Mentos the fresh maker? Yingling the fresh maker?
Yeah, you can't like just completely jack the entire, like just the fresh maker. Or we could just do like a ton of different commercials from like back in the 90s and then just sub Yingling for every single product that we do.
We got to do
That's
one
actually really
with,
good. That's a good
Full
idea.
House music.
Like what
Or The Family Matters. Did the same guy who made all those old shows, did he make all the music for every show on TGIF?
Yeah, it's kind of like Kenny Loggins, who made like all the
Danger Zone.
all the 80s music that you heard and all the movies. Yeah.
Hey,
He made it all.
breaking news. Jared's moving back.
Yeah. Jared, who has been on a couple
Tuesday
episodes,
Dudes Day.
also has his own podcast, Tuesday Dudes Day, is moving back up to Fort Worth here pretty soon.
Cool. Good, man.
We'll get to see him more often. I don't necessarily know if that's a good thing, but you know,
Jessica, I thought it was a no drinking episode.
Jess.
I mean, it is, but it is only. But if we cuss, that's the thing.
We're trying not to curse.
Yeah,
Well, I'm going to drink.
So, anywho,
I didn't drink last episode.
you did not. No,
I didn't drink
no.
anything last episode. So
how was y'all guys' weekends? You guys.
use guys.
Man, I got some good news.
You're pregnant.
Yes, and
Congratulations.
I can
And-
tell your belly's poking out.
thank you. It's
It's punching out.
It's a new shirt. Not really new. It's a new old shirt. Zeus brought it back to me before he left. Don't ask me why he had the shirt, but I have no idea why.
I found it in my wife's clothing. You son of a bitch.
Ooh.
You got a drink, sir. No, we got our dumpster delivered to the house,
Oh,
so
nice.
that
Congratulations.
means it's about to start happening. And I'm
You know what this
super
means,
stressed.
people? You're only fancy if you get a dumpster delivered to your home. That's
a
how
lot of
much
sex in
trash
it.
you have.
Yeah.
You need a dumpster delivered right to your
No.
home.
That means we're about to start the construction on the house, and I
right,
can't
right.
wait.
I've done it behind a dumpster before.
Okay. I don't really know how that has anything to do with
I'll
this
tell you the story.
Yeah, you need to tell us the story. In fact, maybe next episode.
It was
let's talk
after a
about that.
comedy show.
Okay.
I was going to say next
So
episode.
construction
whatever.
is
Yeah.
starting up on the house.
Yeah, we're just waiting.
man.
So our contractor got sick, not with COVID, but RSV.
Yeah.
His grandkid had it, and so yeah. So it got pushed back just a little bit, but the dumpster's at the house. That means construction is going to start, and our house is a wreck right now. We've cleaned out everything out of the kitchen. We've got stuff piled up everywhere and trying to
Nice.
store it away.
Yeah.
Congrats.
man.
That's exciting.
Pretty excited about that. Chad, how was your weekend?
It was good. August is the month of birthdays. Like everyone's birthdays in August, I feel like.
Not
we
true.
had-
Mine's in November.
Mine's in January.
The people that I care about have
okay.
August.
Cool.
No, so we went out for my brother-in-law. Shout out to Adam. His birthday this weekend. So we went out. We were just going to go to dinner, and they have a 1-year-old, and so they don't go out a whole lot. And so they pawned the 1-year-old on the mother, and we got to go out to Nickel City, which is awesome.
He is my oldest friend.
On the mother,
Adam?
Adam's my oldest friend.
Yeah.
I've known him since I was
so
like 4 years old.
Adam's wife.
No, Adam's mother-in-law.
Gotcha. Okay.
Her
okay.
mom.
Yeah.
So we went to Nickel City, and I don't know why. I just assumed, like, I don't know if have we been on a Friday? Usually it's like Saturdays that we go.
We have gone once.
And,
I've been on a Friday.
And I just assumed it wasn't, I don't know why. I didn't think it'd be that packed, but like everyone was at Nickel City Friday night. Saw Raphael and Jules. They actually, he mentioned to me that like that back tequila room, which
The Mezcal room. Yeah.
yeah, we went back there one time, but I don't think that the bar was open back there. But the Mezcal tequila room, whatever, they also have like guamas, so you can come back there and get like a big Mexican beer. Like a big-
Caguamas?
Guamas. I said it right. I said it right enough. Whatever.
It's close enough.
Yeah. So next time we go, we've got to hit up that back room.
I'm down for that.
I'm
down.
And then
to
like
clown.
Tim Love was there.
What's that one thing he did? That
I mean,
Well, he put in like a shipping container hotel right down the street for me.
yeah.
All right.
it'd be really weird to have sex in that thing.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
The concept to me is just weird, and it's very like all of them are really close together.
Mm-hmm.
And as you drive past on White Summit Road and look into Gemelli, you see the chairs on top of it on the rooftop patio. And at first, I thought they were overlooking White Summit Road. It's like that's a bullshit view.
Yeah.
It's overlooking the backside of the river, but still, I mean,
I always,
I don't
every
know
time I drive by there, I think, how awesome would it be to have like sex on top of that thing? You know, and you're like, look at the traffic, baby. Yeah, start railing that, you know, just whatever.
That's what gets you going to the
That's what
traffic.
gets me going.
I think just railing. Like I think we should not just do cuss words, but also like sex things.
If it's
So,
offensive, yeah,
drink.
yeah.
Drink.
Fuck.
Executive decision.
Drink twice. Yeah, he was there as well. So that was fun. Saturday, we went over to Roy's, had some drinks and hung out with them, which was a lot of fun. And then, what do we do? Oh, yeah.
Your microphone's really loose.
Yeah, loosey goosey, my dude.
Thread that thing back up.
And then
Where?
The gold part. It's like sitting there flopping around. Yeah, I need to tighten that up.
yesterday we went.
Don't spin the microphone. Just spin
Would you stop talking about it? Okay, I guess we'll wait.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Yesterday we all went to Top Golf for Mike the Bike's birthday, which
Happy
is
birthday,
today.
Mike.
Happy birthday, Mike. He actually has been on one of our episodes, the one episode where Javier was too drunk to finish.
Too drunk and too stoned.
And so Mike had to step in.
We should have named
Appreciate
it that,
you, dude.
Too drunk to finish. That would have been a perfect. That'd have been a perfect. See, we've come a long ways.
Drink. That was sexual.
It was.
Yeah, it was.
And then tomorrow is Jenna's birthday. So shout out to Jenna. She has not been on the show, but she does work for ACH and helped us out.
She was technically on the show when we did the.
She was for the thing.
Oh, yeah. So I guess she was on the
pre-recorded message. Yeah.
Yeah, when we did the Christmas special where we raised some money for ACH, she helped us out with that. So really appreciate it.
So happy early birthday,
Happy
Jenna.
birthday tomorrow. Or yesterday if this is on the podcast.
Jesse's brother and sister-in-law came into town, and we actually got to go out a little bit on what day was that? Saturday? Yeah. Saturday. Saturday night. So I took him to South Main, went to Bearded Lady, had a few drinks there, then went over to Hot Fusion. And I said this in our group message, and I'm going to say it now. The guy who played there was really fantastic and awesome.
What was his name?
I didn't catch his name because I got there.
Not that fantastic.
I got there late. He'd already started the set, and he didn't have anything up saying who he was from. He didn't announce himself whenever he played or anything like that. But there was plenty of places for me to find a place to sit. And when we went for Zeus's last show, I had to stand most of the time because it was almost standing room only.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's because Zeus is so much better, because he honestly isn't. This guy was really, really good, and I would say Zeus is probably right there, right there at the same level. But it just shows that the amount of support we have for that man.
Oh yeah,
insane,
dude. Everyone comes out for sure. Jeff said he wanted to hear your story, but no, sir, that's not happening tonight.
Yeah, not this episode.
This is probably like 14 years ago. Or something.
Yeah, we'll bring that up. We'll bring that up. Maybe next episode.
10 years ago. 10 years ago. Yeah.
So what about you?
Yeah.
We didn't get into your weekend.
Well, first thing, we all got together on Wednesday to see off Jesus. For everybody to get together at RAR. We met Joe from the Thanks for the Invite podcast. That was really cool. I was supposed to be on last night, but of course we had Mike the Bike's birthday, so I had to reschedule. Sorry guys. I can't wait to be on. It's gonna be a lot of fun, especially like listening to what they talk about, like their love of music and movies is something that I too have a love for.
Yeah, it's something we don't get into all the time here, but
no, but I mean, like I listen to that because kind of like whenever I re-listen to our episodes, I'll like respond the same way I'll talk here, but with them, it feels like I'm right there. I just want to scream, stuff, like not dirty stuff, but it's really, I mean, they give them a listen and a shout out to Joe again. I can't wait to meet you guys. Y'all are freaking hilarious. That was Wednesday. We got together Friday for lunch with Jesus to see him off. Him and Crystal off.
Last RAR.
That was the at Dane's. We had our last lunch over there with them. It was a lot of fun with you and Tab and Steph and Jess and Jake and your mom and your brother, and it was a lot of fun.
I think we went to Dane's like 3 or 4 times in the month that they were here.
Yeah.
Like I know I went like that first week with Zeus, and then we went back like 2 or 3 times after that. He was like hooked.
Dude, like I was dreaming of the burger.
White Christmas?
Yes.
A little early for
I was dreaming, no, it's never too late for a white
Well, it's already
Christmas.
apparently at Hobby Lobby. Okay.
Halloween's everywhere right now. But I mean, I was dreaming about that burger. That burger is so moist.
It's great.
Like
So good.
It's like having sex in your mouth.
We'll be there again on Saturday too.
Yes.
But we'll get into that.
But yeah, that was Friday. Saturday was Aunt and Natasha's kid Lex's birthday. We went to Rollerland West, like I talked about last week. It was a lot of fun. I busted my ass. My hip still hurts. My side still hurts. It was a lot of fun.
You're getting too old
Your
for
boy's
that.
getting old.
Bro, like I didn't realize how hard it was to like roller skate. But rollerblading, I used to be like a whiz on Whiz in the Whiz Palace.
We all were pretty good at that. I think we all were whizzes in the Whiz Palace.
like
Wait, you were skating,
skating like rollerblading.
you're rollerblading.
I did both. Like I was like inline. Inline is rollerblading,
right?
But
I'm aware.
Like
Did you? So you did both.
I did both.
Which one are you better at?
Rollerblading.
Okay,
Easier.
So you were falling on your ass when you were doing the skating.
No, I was going careful with that, but still my legs were spreading open a bit, as they do. No.
Your boy spread wide open.
But
all right, I'll take.
You got to drink on that one.
But it was fun, man. Like I love. We used to go every year because JD used to have his little benefit for the Toys for Tits.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Toys for Tots. But
that's a Freudian slip right there.
I don't know.
We might should leave that. He can't help it.
But it was a lot of fun. I mean, I had a great time with everybody. Happy 14th birthday, Lex. Cheers.
Yeah, because she's listening.
They're not. None of them is listening. The only person is listening is probably Nick.
None of them is.
But that was a lot of fun. And Sunday we had our break. We do our TFP collectors shows on Sundays. So
we just hit 100, a little bit over 100 views or subscribers to YouTube.
Yeah. Some of those are for the podcast. Some of those are for just opening cards.
That's
for
fine.
People. Yeah.
it's cross pollinating.
Yeah, it works.
That's all it is. Yeah.
Right.
Speaking of interesting things that we discovered over the past day or so.
Tim is pregnant.
No, we already did that bit.
Well, you did.
I want to eat your ass.
You already did that bit. God, why do we let Alex Jones in here?
I don't know.
I'm kind of stupid.
We got an email in our Funky Panther.
You thought it was junk, and I was like, let me read it last night.
So we got an email and from a TCC professor,
a doctor.
Yeah,
but
at TCC, English and what was it? Technical writing.
It was creative writing.
Creative writing, technical writing, English. Yeah. She's wanting us to come and speak to the class on being podcasters and starting a podcaster. So your boys here are honorary professors. I think that's how
we're
it works,
going
right?
back to school, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
ladies and germs.
We still got to get all this ironed out, but we're going to be emailing her pretty soon and trying to work this out. But
can I wear my college shirt? Like it just says college.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It was already suggested that we should all wear tuxedos.
Yeah, that's right. We got to wear tuxedos. We got to go in like Step Brothers.
Yeah,
and then like pop out from the other one and be like, "Hello there, Miss Lady."
She's going to say, "Get the fuck out of my classroom."
You know what's funny is like tomorrow I'm going to email her back, and then it's going to be a real nice professional email. I really hope that she doesn't come back and act like I can't imagine she's listened to us, right? Because of him. Listen to us
because of me.
But maybe she has, and she just likes how it all flows together, and we just do stupid stuff.
Maybe you can go back and bleep that word I said in that British accent because
he's like thinking about it again.
I'm thinking about it now. I really want to do this lecture. I'm very excited.
So you're saying you don't want to get canceled before we even start?
Yeah. No, I want to be able to go up there and rub it in my dad's face. Look what I can do with this show, Dad.
I lectured children on
they're
how
not,
to run a
they're
podcast.
Not children, though. They're
like
adults.
18, 19 probably. Well, it's CCC.
Yeah, it could be 20, it could be 30, could be 40.
So, yeah, true.
Hell, you could be 60 and still going to college.
That's true. It's never too late, people.
Chad's going to school.
Yeah, and Chad's like 37, so.
I'm not 37. I'm the youngest of the three. Come on, bro.
What an old ass bitch.
All right.
But yeah, that's completely caught me off guard. In fact, it wasn't that she emailed us. She actually went to our website and emailed us through the contact us link
because
that we have in there.
How professional the funkypanther.com looks.
Or maybe because of Fort Worth best of podcaster, Yeah. It could be that too. I don't know.
Maybe
Either way,
we're handsome, dashing sons of guns.
We're really excited about it. We drank a few pitchers at Top Golf.
We were drunk whenever we found out.
we had a few drinks at Top Golf, and we just started spouting off ideas because the best ideas come when you've been
when you're drunk. Yeah,
the best ideas come from your penis.
We had like the drink twice. That's two. We thought about the tuxedo idea. We thought about like different ways we're gonna do the lecture. We thought about like just pulling out like a VHS like camcorder on a tripod.
We need to
recording the whole thing.
Or we actually want our ideas. We want ideas from you.
Or come in with a pre-recorded lecture, and we just walk in there and put it like a VHS play and just stand back.
No. Go into the crowd and eat popcorn.
We could do a podcast. Like we could do it like this and record it, and then have her play it, and then we walk in the room like we're famous. Like that was us. I don't know if you
that was us 5 minutes ago. This could be you. One day, I have dreams. I know you do.
At one point, I had a job. I quit it so I could make zero money on this podcast.
And where am I now? Under the bridge.
In Tim's dumpster.
In my dumpster.
Tim's dumpster by his house.
Yeah, so if you have any ideas for us on how we could perform a fantastic lecture in front of students, college students, at the end of October, let us know. We'd love to hear your ideas. No idea is a bad idea in this situation. We'll probably talk about it again, and we'll bring up some of these ideas on air.
Is that like no question's a dumb question?
Yeah, right?
You miss 100% of the swings you don't take.
Yeah, we're taking this swing.
I think Wayne Gretzky.
We're gonna swing hard on this.
Wayne Gretzky said that. Michael Scott said it. Wayne Gretzky said
we're gonna swing better. We're gonna swing better than I did at Top Golf. Let's just
Wayne Gretzky said it, but Michael Scott said it better.
So moving on.
Yep.
So we saw while we were at Dane's that the Fort Worth Weekly is doing their best of 2021.
Ayo.
There are a lot of great selections that you can choose from. I know we'd love to get chosen again for a top best of something. Again, there are many great podcasts out there. You got your it's probably you.
I mean, we really don't have to name them all out.
No, we don't.
There's so many.
This is about us.
But
right
the one
now.
that matters is us.
Is the Funky Panther. I don't know what to say. Yes. Vote for us. Oh my God, this is like kindergarten all over again.
Are you trying not to cuss? Is
No.
are
Vote for me.
Did you run for class president?
I did, and that's what I did exactly this.
Yeah, so,
I was in front of the whole school. It was embarrassing.
Vote for me.
That's what I said.
I'm sure you did a bad job.
I did, and they banned me from ever running.
So yeah, we'll put a link in this podcast episode and also on the YouTube and Twitch later. But yeah, vote
maybe
for us
on the website
for best radio personality. That's the category that we're looking to win. Thanks to you all, we did win for Fort Worth Magazine, but now we're also looking to win for Fort Worth Weekly. But there's a lot of great categories. To Javier's point, there's grocery store. I did Roy Pope.
Yes.
There's barbecue. You can do Dane's. 817 Vintage for like the
vintage
boutique store, vintage clothing.
Yeah.
I forgot which one it was, but yeah. And we've had so many amazing guests on this show that you can pop off on that.
We're not
form.
We're not telling you who to vote for. We're telling you who to vote for.
I'm giving you a clear cut answer on who to vote for.
You're your
no
own
question.
person. You're your own person. You can vote for whoever you want, but vote for these people.
People are different people, dude.
Yeah.
Vote for the people that we're telling you to vote for. You can vote for whoever, but just vote for those people.
Good stuff, man. Vote for me. Vote for us.
So what's coming up, guys?
Well, next week we have Joe Marone coming on. It's going to be episode 59. Oh, I can't wait for 69. It's going to be a lot of fun. But next week we have Joe Marone coming in from Panther City Palette, formerly also of Panther Island Brewing.
Not formerly.
He is. He's still sorry.
Panther Island Brewing.
Very excited. We're going to be with him on Saturday. We're going to get. I don't know much, but I'm excited. I want to go in knowing not where we're. I want to, go where.
So Joe,
You don't know.
oh my God. Joe runs Panther City Palette, which is a food and drink blog. We've talked about it here on the podcast before. You should definitely follow on Instagram. But he's always eating at different places, having different coffee shops, beers, things like that. He's actually going to do an Instagram takeover for us. So he's going to start taking over our account beginning on Friday. And then you'll see us on both accounts on Saturday. He's going to take us to some of his favorite spots. So we're going to do that on Saturday, and he's going to come on the episode on Tuesday. So it'll be a really fun project. Plus, we get to hang out with our boys. So we're really excited about it.
It's been a long time coming, but I am very excited to see where he takes us.
Oh yeah, for sure. I do know Dane's.
Dane's
he did
for
say
sure.
We're starting at Dane's, but the rest is a mystery.
Yeah, you start at the top. You know, and you work your way to other things.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's gonna be a full day of full bellies.
It's gonna be gangbusters.
It is.
You're gonna see if you're out and about. Of course, we're posting all day. So come swing by, say hello, and give us a handshake.
If you're familiar with what is it?
That was close. That was very close.
Why was that where you were going anyway?
I don't know.
If you're familiar with the TV show Louis C.K., it's gonna be a bang bang.
Yeah,
but we're gonna be but it's gonna be literally like maybe a quadruple bang, not just a bang bang. So
bang 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 bang.
I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't say that guy's name.
That's fine.
Why? Louis C.K.?
Yeah,
it's fine.
He's already come out and said like he's made his peace.
People get canceled all the time. It's a normal occurrence now.
But he got his redemption, and I'm excited.
Yeah,
his shit is hilarious.
So other news coming up, August 19th, LDP. It's probably you. He is being showcased for his first photography showcase at Leaves Book and Tea.
Yeah.
So it's part of their third Thursdays that they're doing. I guess they're highlighting local artists and whatnot. So it'd be cool if some of our fans would come out and support one of our fellow podcasters. It's from 6 to 9 p.m.
Fellow podcaster and friend.
Yeah. It's going to be a drink and some foods. I told him I'm going to get there a little bit late just because of work, but
we'll probably go to Nickel City after, I think, too, is what he said.
I think that's what he was planning on.
We'll probably be out a little bit that night, too.
So, and then 8/21.
August 21st.
So August 21st.
Great job with your months.
Sorry.
What is wrong with you today?
I don't know.
Are you turning into Alex Jones? You're just getting real dumb.
I'm kind of stupid.
August 21st, Dustin Massey releases his album.
Yes.
And we're really excited. It's going to be at Magnolia Motor Lounge. Doors open, I believe, at 7. He's going on at 9.
Yep.
But it's also, we're celebrating yours truly, Chad, his birthday.
Yeah, so you better be there. You guys better be there. And if you're listening, I hope you're there too. August 21st, Magnolia Motor Lounge. His 3 singles he already has out are fantastic, but when you listen to him live, it is a whole nother monster. So really excited to see him live again.
So of course he's already put on a couple shows since then. He's doing one. Does he already do the one on the river? No. He's doing that one.
Rockin' the River. That's later in the year, but he is on that lineup.
It's going to be great.
Yeah, but this one is actually the album release. So we're going to actually hear the remainder of the album now on Apple and Spotify and everything. So
I've been waiting for the snippets we listen to. I'm excited to hear the rest of the finished product.
Yeah, for sure. Coming up on, I know I'm the youngest of you 3.
Yeah,
you are. I think who's the youngest of the group?
Danny.
Danny's the youngest. Yeah.
I got a month on Dano, but coming up on 35, right?
Right.
So coming up on the age. It's funny because
the age of Aquarius.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Right?
What is that?
I don't know.
Is he an Aquarius?
Aquarius is a month. It's not an age,
sure.
right?
No, Aquarius isn't a month.
I'm just saying shit.
Stuff to say. Oh, got him.
January, February.
I just watched 40-Year-Old Virgin, so it's at the end of it. So.
Okay. Got it. Yeah, so it's funny because between the upcoming birthday, and then also recently someone was sending pictures, old pictures of us,
pictures?
No, middle school, high school, thinking whatever, and thinking oh man, we're getting old. Do you guys feel like you're getting old?
Whenever you bring up stuff like that, I kind of do, or whenever I reminisce about old times. I mean, everyone has that moment where they're listening to old songs and it hits you, or you get a smell that you encounter and your memory just kind of awakens.
You totally passed up my my last segment though.
I did that on purpose.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, I caught you.
I was really hoping you wouldn't notice.
Oh no, I noticed because I was getting ready. I had my music all queued up.
God, dog it.
Let's get into it.
All right, here we go. And tonight's Tim's conspiracy updates with your host, Tim.
Is that the same music from his Buttered Biscuit still?
It might be. No.
I swear to
That's
Jesus.
different music.
I swear to Space Jesus, you better give me different music than that.
So something's resurfaced from TikTok.
A boner? Is it a boner? Is that what it is?
Drink. Yeah. So recently, it's come back up that Elvis is actually still alive, and there's actually scientific proof that this might actually be plausible.
Is he with Tupac in Jamaica?
No. So there's this guy named Jesse, and he told his
Uncle Jesse from Full House?
No, shut up, man. Let me get through this. The quicker I get through this, the quicker we can move on.
I gotta get through this.
Just let him get
All right. So Jesse had been telling his therapist that he was actually Elvis, blah, blah, blah. So the therapist actually had him finally do a DNA test. So he did a spit DNA test, and they actually took DNA off of an envelope that he licked to seal up.
Elvis or man?
Of Jesse. So two separate sources of DNA, and it's showing that it hasn't been tampered with or anything. And it came back that he's actually related to both sides of Elvis's like mom and dad on the cousin. They tested against two cousins.
Mm-hmm.
Elvis did have one cousin that was his double cousin. So
what's a double cousin?
I guess
a trailer park thing.
Yes,
it sounds like a trailer park gangbang.
Yeah,
here's my double cousin. Here's gonna.
Yes, it's exactly what you think it is.
Okay.
And so that's one of the only people. Plus, Elvis's stillborn twin would be the only two people that could possibly test that way, except for Elvis himself.
What if he had like pieces of the stillborn and he put it in his mouth and spit it in a cup?
Oh my God.
So I'm going to play just a real quick.
God.
This is from. Shut up, man. You're killing me here. This is from a Fox affiliate. And just here we go.
Well, ahead at 10 for you, he came forward telling the world Elvis Presley was alive. 6 years later, we check back with a doctor who says his life will never be the same.
And that he was treating him.
I told the truth then, and I don't have any regrets about that.
That seems like some breaching patient
Where is the
confidentiality.
doctor, and does he still claim to treat Elvis? Hear what he has to say 6 years later.
They never is Elvis Presley.
It's just skipping to it.
Gotcha journalism if I've ever heard it.
Court of law.
It's
Coming
Fox
up,
News 8,
6
man.
years after
Sounds
he
about right.
claimed he was treating Elvis Presley, we tracked down the doctor to find out where he is today.
And death by deodorant.
Evidence and the woman who claims she is the king's half-sister. And
They've
that
got this
Elvis
poorly
is
spliced.
still alive. But whatever happened to the doctor who started all of this? Fox 8 Suzanne Stratford finds out for us.
So there's a doctor who claims that he treated him. They've got DNA results.
That's what you said.
This is back. He came out publicly back in 2002. So it recently resurfaced, though, that the Elvis that we know didn't actually look like that wasn't the real Elvis that died.
Fat Elvis wasn't Elvis.
Fat Elvis was not Elvis, and that goes kind of in the same realm as Bubba Hotep. If you haven't seen that, Elvis was in a nursing home down in Nacogdoches.
Well, that sounds like a
Black
hunka
JFK.
burning lie.
Okay, so I did look up double cousins on Urban Dictionary, which is the real dictionary.
Mm-hmm.
You want to hear what it says?
Yeah.
Double cousins. When two sisters marry two brothers, their children have the same two sets of grandparents. Unlike most people who have a cousin that has grandparents that you've never met or care about, these cousins share both sets of grandparents. So the example is, Jane Smith wanted her sister Jill Smith to meet her boyfriend, so Jane and Jill decided to set up a double date. When they all met at the restaurant, they discovered that Jane's boyfriend, John Parker, was brothers with Jill's boyfriend, Joe Parker. Jane married John and Jill married Joe. Their children were double cousins. Now Jane and John are divorced. Family get-togethers suck. What the hell kind of shit? That's real with Elvis?
Man. Yeah.
I typed in double cousins on Pornhub and
Oh my God.
Wow. Okay, drink.
Come on, dude. Why would you do that?
that's weird.
Your algorithms are going to be fun.
Yeah. They're
I forgot to go incognito.
They're probably already a good time, right?
Crap.
Yeah, so that's the latest on conspiracy talk, is that Elvis is actually still possibly alive, and it wasn't Elvis that died that we thought was Elvis that died.
Thank God that is over.
You're welcome. This is going to be a weekly thing, guys.
No, it doesn't have to be. It
no,
really doesn't.
Let
us know.
It's something that I enjoy to do, and it's going to... I don't care what y'all
Do
think.
you want it to be a weekly occurrence?
Everybody wants it to be a weekly occurrence. That's how we get views.
No, dude. We can have a conspiracy episode
Okay,
once a
fine.
year, and you can save it all up.
I don't want to
and
do...
shoot your shot on that one episode.
I don't want to do it once a year.
Okay.
Maybe once a month. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
I'll run out of conspiracies eventually.
So, do you feel old?
Yes.
Sometimes, like falling down when I was roller skating. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like a physical.
Yeah.
age.
Physically. Yeah. My hip hurts.
Right.
Yes.
I I replaced the toilet and my back hurts just from picking the toilet up and moving it.
I saw a video of a lady cleaning a kitchen and I was like amazed with it.
Yeah.
What?
Like stuff like that.
Like deep cleaning and,
That's how you know you're getting old.
Yeah, so it's so cool.
I bought a new floor cleaner and I was really excited about it.
Yeah. Tell me about it. What kind of floor cleaner?
It's a
spray one?
Okay, no, hold on.
No, yeah.
We're not, okay. So I was about to ask, okay, physically old, I get it. Mentally old, but y'all are talking about cleaning and stuff.
Like I found a great pube.
Which I know you don't clean. You've got a lady that cleans the house. What are you talking about cleaning?
He likes to watch.
First
He likes
of
to watch
all-
the deep cleaning.
I do like watch deep cleaning on like TikTok.
It's kind of satisfying. Really.
It really
Yeah.
is, right? It gets you like right there. in your,
I got stuck on this and somehow got on my YouTube algorithm where I was stuck watching people clean carpets.
ooh,
And
yeah.
that's oddly satisfying.
It really is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like power
seeing-
washing.
I like
That's a good one too.
I like watching the videos of like couch cleaning where it's like yellow when they go and it's like pure white. Oh my!
Does that
God.
fall into the, like ASMR kind of thing?
Probably. I
Yeah.
think so. Very similar, right?
You know who needs to get their couch cleaned? Me. You know who else? Anthony and Natasha.
You probably
It's
need
disgusting.
you just need a new couch.
I do need a new couch.
Just new furniture.
Chad needs one also.
Yeah, Maui kind of screwed up our couch.
Yeah.
We're looking to get like a sectional situation.
That'd be nice.
Okay, now we're
Yeah.
really sounding.
We're really
old.
I know,
going.
I know.
This is
yeah,
not
this
where
is-
the conversation.
This is not
supposed to
podcast
go.
material. This is not college podcast.
This is just
class
conversation.
The Soto asked the Mexican had got a Mexican.
Oh, yeah, actually.
material. Hey, I had to help from within, don't I?
That's
Okay.
For the culture.
Yeah, it's just supporting your.
Not from a physical aspect, like thinking mentally, right? Thinking like, do you feel like, do you get up in the morning and you're like, man, I'm old? Like, man, I was so much younger back then. Do you look at pictures from 10 years ago and go, man, I was young?
I do. Like Facebook really does a number on you whenever it says, here are these memories.
Not whenever you've gone through like 4 Facebook accounts because you don't have those
True.
memories anymore,
You're
which is nice.
absolutely right.
I actually recommend that. Just purge your Facebook account at least every 4 years.
But I
And-
like those memories. I like looking at
I mean, if you do, that's fine.
I like the memories too. I never look at a picture and go, man, I wish I could go back to that time. I wish I was that age again.
I mean, sometimes I think of like if I knew what I knew now, whenever I was in high school, then that would be really cool. Because like going back and knowing like relationship stuff and going back and knowing, like I should apply myself more instead of
Okay.
just having a good time, and I could have gone further in my scholastics and things like that. Yeah, I mean, I look back at that and thinking like I could have. If I knew what I knew now, I could do something different. But I don't look back at those times and be like, man, I just really wish I went back.
I do. I'll tell you what. If I wish I didn't have the. I don't wish I had the knowledge. I wish I had the music. Like I wish I had the music I have now, and like get my iPhone back and have like high school me listen to all that music, like future music.
Mhm.
I think it would affect my life. Like
So you just want to be a time traveler?
no, I mean you're just listening to music. I think like, I mean hearing Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Mac Miller. I mean,
Yeah, but you could say that about other like music that you listened to back then too. Like, well, man, if I could had my
I
little
wish
self,
I knew about
yeah,
Yellow Card years ago.
yeah, or what whatever.
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z. Well, I mean, I already listened to Jay-Z.
Yeah, but not in the 80s you didn't. Like
I was a child. I was like 4.
yeah, but when you were a child, didn't you want to listen
Yes,
to
I wanted to listen to Jay-Z when
Michael
I was
Jackson?
4 years old. I fucking love Michael Jackson.
Yeah, but still.
How dare you?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel old. Like I know that I can't like run as fast or jump as high as I could at one point. But like otherwise I don't feel old at all.
Christy's like, have some kids and you'll feel ancient.
Yeah,
I mean,
I believe that.
Mentally, I feel
Stupid.
I feel I forget that I'm not. It's not mid 2000s. You know,
See, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like a lot of times I forget my age.
you're like 2005. Like I'm still stuck like in 2005.
Yeah.
kind of mindset or whatever. And then I realized, wait a second, that was a long time ago.
I think Blink 182 said it best. What's my age again? What's my age again?
These aren't all going to tie back to music references, are they?
Yeah, probably.
Maybe.
Okay. So, but I like, I think it's very strange. I think as a kid, I would have never been able to relate with a 30-year-old. 30 seemed old as shit, right? But, as we are in our 30s, I feel like I can easily relate to someone that's 45, 50. I can relate to someone that's 21, 22. Like, what's the difference now, right? That is so, like, why weren't we able to why did 35 seem so old when we were 21, but now it doesn't?
I think life was
Because
different.
we're here. And so I think once you're in that space, like time continuum, that it no longer feels like it's like that age difference or whatever. But at 20, 21, like that's a huge jump.
Yeah.
But I mean, I look back to my parents when they were our age and younger, like they were always going out. They were going out every Saturday night with their friends. And we were with them, you know, because they had kids too. Like their other friends had kids too.
Yeah.
And so we'd all get together and just like cause havoc. And they'd be drinking in the garage or going out to see Selena play or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, they partied more than how we do it now.
So, well, my parents didn't. I didn't have that. I feel like that's probably not the majority of people.
Probably a Mexican thing.
Maybe. Yeah, you might be right. But so, you know, every now and then at work, we'll have a meeting and it won't be about work. We'll talk about like current events or things that are going on just so we, you know, we're working from home for the majority of the time, right?
And that sounds like a wasted time for a meeting though.
It's not. It really isn't. It gets you like you're working with these people nonstop. You don't have the opportunity to sit down and have lunch with them anymore, right?
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I did go to the office once a week for the past 3 weeks. I'm not going this week, but it was kind of nice going back to the office just because the interaction, right? You get to see faces, talk to people again, and just have that. And so we don't have that anymore. And so we set up, and I had an intern all summer, and her last day was Friday. I'm pretty bummed about it. But yeah, like I think that this is a really good opportunity for us to talk about different things that are going on. So one of my buddies at work, shout out to Jay. He always sends beer. I know that we talk about him sometimes.
Jay Wilkerson.
What? No, that's not his name. Jay up in North Carolina. So he had brought up this topic about how people are living longer, right? About how modern medicine is keeping us alive longer. You know, different things in the medical field are progressing, and we're able to live longer. And it really
I think that might be a bad thing, though. Well, I'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. So I started like going down this rabbit hole, right, of all these different things that we're going to end up talking about here. But like one of them was like, you know, back in 1920, the average age of like death, I guess, was 50.
Yeah.
We're 15 years away from what the average death age was 100 years ago, right? So what's it going to be in 50 years, right? What's it going to be in another 100 years? Are we going to be able to double that again? Because now it's around, I think, 80, right? Something like 80 or 90 or something like that. So I don't know. The conversation kind of went on in all these different directions, which is a lot of fun to talk about. But one of them was, if you could live longer, right? Say right now we were going to live to 80, right? Just say that your expectancy was 80. If you could live longer, like 100, 120, 150, would you?
No.
Why
Dude,
not?
Man, I'm 35 and I'm already tired.
Boy, you're not even a quarter in.
No, okay. So I look at these 80-year-olds. I mean, I guess if modern medicine made it where you're not hurting all over, your bones and your joints and everything are okay, then sure, I could see that. But man, like some of these people I see on a daily basis in my line of work, they're 80 years old, and I would be welcoming like going to sleep, like not waking up.
That's
kind of
the
thing.
biggest
like,
thing, though.
Like I'm serious. Like that would
never waking up.
Yeah, I would welcome that at that point because of how just they have no quality of life, man.
No,
I think that's the issue.
I think the further we get into the future, I think it's going to improve like stem cell research and like ways of like slowing aging. I mean,
that's like that Family Guy episode whenever Peter has a stroke and he goes into the stem cell clinic and then comes out back to normal. He's like, why are we putting money into this?
But I mean, it's true though. I mean, like the biggest negative to growing old is growing old.
Yeah,
I mean, your body's breaking down. We're dying every second. I mean, we're just getting older and older. So I mean, if I'm like 80 years old, if I'm like Jack LaLanne, you know. Because that guy was like 80 and he was still like lifting weights, running and shit like that. I mean, it's changing. Like there are 60-year-olds who look like 40-year-olds. And, you know, I think before I was talking in a previous episode about the new median of middle age, you know, how it was getting younger though. But I mean, would I want to be like over 80, 90 years old? I mean, yeah, I would. I want to see the future. I want to see what's going to happen even if like my quality of life dwindles a little bit, I still want to see the future. I'm excited for it.
So you would want to live longer?
I would.
Okay.
But I mean, again, like if in the future, like I say here in about 30 to 50 years, there's going to be stuff in science where we're going to be able to like experience a better quality of life than our ancestors did.
But we already are. And so like back to you, Tim. So like at age 30, like looking back in the 20s, age 30, it would look like someone that would look like your grandpa, right? Just like look like someone old in their 30s. So seeing that, you know, we are the way we are, what if 60 is, you know, the new 40? Would you still want to, like, what if you're mentally and physically, you felt younger than our current 60, 70, 80-year-olds do? Would you want to live longer?
I mean, maybe.
Like if your
like, cognitive functions are like,
right.
Your wits are still there.
Would you?
Yeah, sure.
Like say we paused your whole body, everything at 60 and said, you'll live like this for another 60 years.
It depends on the climate of the world. Like, and I'm not talking about I'm not talking about like temperature wise. I'm talking about everything. Right?
It's too hot out here.
It's a little warm. I want to go.
No. I am talking about everything like global warming.
Right.
You know, the geopolitical like positions where we're at. You know, are we on the moon yet? Are we in Mars? How's things going up that way?
What do you think, comrade?
Yeah. Exactly. So,
well, I think there's going to be an option like in 50 years where we can go into space colonies. You know, I think that'd be. I mean, because overpopulation is like another world killer. I mean, the more people there are, the more fossil fuels go up. Trash, murder, death, plague, war.
So you want to hear something? This is
Debbie Downer.
I don't know. I don't know if this
Debbie Downer.
I don't know if this math is like precise, and we might have to use a math wish to get this like looked at.
Okay.
So I was trying to figure out like if we took like the average beat per minute that the heart beats, which I would say about an average of 80 over 80 years, your heart has beat 3,364,000,000 times.
Okay.
That's insane.
I don't understand your point.
What I'm getting at is like that typically, like if you look at like 80-year-olds now, you know, their heart gives out. That heart, your heart has started, you know, at the beginning of life, you know, and has progressively, it just kept going until it stops.
I want a super heart.
So, yeah. So, I mean, like, how do we, I mean, you start getting like scientific, like how do we fix like that? You know, eventually,
who said it could be fixed?
Eventually muscles wear out and things like that. So,
I mean, look at Herschel Walker. Okay. That man is like over 50 years old. The man's a specimen. Paul Rudd's over 50. Jennifer Aniston's over 50. Gwen Stefani, Reese Witherspoon, Halle Berry, Jennifer Lopez.
Okay.
I mean, look at it.
But
now Jennifer Lopez, I mean, she's had work done. But Paul Rudd is like
Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Aniston's had work done. I'm sure Paul Rudd's had work done.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Pharrell's a vampire.
However, okay, there's different things that are actually already available. Probably not to us because we're not rich like they are, but like things like CRISPR. Do you know what CRISPR is? It's like Is that where you put your vegetables in the refrigerator?
Son of a bitch.
It's where you put your veggies in the fridge. No, CRISPR, I think it's CRISPR. It's gene editing. So basically they can edit your genes to tell your body to stop aging.
You mean from denim to like dark?
Yet, but they are
that's what they're working on
the direction, right? Okay. And there's like this huge debate on whether, you know, is that moral or ethical or not, right? Like having someone's body saying, nah, we're not going to age anymore. We're good where we are. But the other side of that is what is, you know, medically the world, like doctors and things like that, they want to save people. They want to keep them alive. That's honestly like how you keep people alive, right?
Human growth hormones is considered one of like the fountains of youth.
Yeah.
Mark Cuban is all for it.
Yeah. So, but you start getting into like that, designer babies. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
So the idea is that instead of doing like, you know, the traditional way of having a baby, you take both parties, egg and sperm, and then go in there and change the genes up. So you have like, I want it to be a female. I want it to be a girl, you know, I want it to have blue eyes. I wanted to have red hair. I wanted to have freckles and all that stuff, and go in there and edit the genes. And then you know, do in vitro fertilization and all that stuff. And boom, you've got a designer child.
What are you talking about, baby?
So is that like I mean, morally, or ethically, is that,
I don't really think so.
If you got the money, then whatever.
You got the money, whatever.
I mean, then you kind of you're kind of on that fence of, I guess, religion, morality, and science.
Do I want a super baby?
Yeah, you do. You want a super baby. The way I look at it is like, is it for me? No, I don't think I'd want to do that. But is it for you? I don't care. If it's for you, then
it's
cool.
not my business.
Going back on Mark Cuban being all for HGH. If that ever happened where like testosterone became like completely like legal across the board, over the counter kind of thing, I think you'd have to separate sports. I would love to see like football, basketball having like the hormone altered league.
The super NFL.
Yeah.
Now with 3 testicles. Hard Knocks started tonight.
But that's a perfect opportunity to capitalize on that, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, can you imagine like who was it? Mark McGuire? Was it Mark McGuire?
Yeah, Mark McGuire and
got
Sammy
busted,
Sosa.
Yeah, got busted for juicing or whatever.
Bro, can you imagine rugby?
Oh, no, those guys are...
Dude, they're already want to murder each other.
Super rugby. Yeah. Oh, he murdered a child.
That would be insane.
Super rugby with more death.
Like, how big could you get these guys to play rugby?
But you also have to look at it like, okay, so you start looking at some of the people that are all jacked up on HGH and testosterone that are like getting really big.
Right.
They have no mobility. Like their flexibility and everything. But you get these people who like the Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa's, things like that got big but got more like physical strength out of it versus size.
You know, there's a Dragon Ball Z episode that specifically deals with this.
You know, you could tie everything back to Dragon Ball Z.
You
I
really
feel.
could. I think so.
But yeah, I think they should. I honestly think like that. Dude, put that down on paper. We're making money moves now.
We're also, not we, but science is looking into like cloning and things like that, and not just cloning goats to be the same goat again, but like cloning animals for organs, or just cloning organs, period.
Like rats, whenever they were being cloned to grow an ear.
I've heard 3D. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a South Park episode too, though.
Oh, seriously? Yeah. That really happened, though.
Yeah, no, they took that from the. They made the episode.
They grew ears.
No, that had to be South Park. Then it was fake.
No, it was real.
No, it was real
But
because South Park uses like a lot of real stuff, and they make fun of it.
So they started with the ear, and I think that they started growing like
penises,
dicks, right?
Yeah. I honestly think that's what it was.
I think so. But yeah, so, to your point with the heart, like, yes, our body is probably not able to do some of these things, but science is getting to the point where it's surpassing those
Look,
things.
if science can make it to where my dick works forever, then by all means.
Drink.
Good Lord, keep me hard.
It already does.
But on the real side of things, they already have. I mean, they've got all sorts of stuff for erectile dysfunction these days. I mean,
no. I mean, that's fine and dandy,
but I'm not trying to be weird about it. But Viagra, Cialis, things like that.
Drink after this conversation.
No. This is part of it.
Okay.
But Viagra, Cialis, all that stuff now is over the counter, or not over the counter, but like greatly reduced. They have implant devices where you can actually like it's an internal penis pump. So
what?
So like for those who can't get erections due to
Is
whatever,
it like one of those pump shoes, like the?
Okay, yes, actually, you're not far off. It's actually there's like a bulb. It's very weird. But science has already created those things,
right?
To make that still happen whenever you physically can't, right?
Yeah.
So. I mean, we're
keep me hard forever, baby.
We're already doing weird stuff. Soto says, "My body, my choice."
Right.
Yeah.
100%. I also think I did, again, going down that rabbit hole and doing a lot of research. They say that 35. Funny enough, 35 is the age where they're looking where it might be 35 and below will have the ability at some point to have immortality. I know it sounds crazy, and it's
You mean like Justin Timberlake movie? Remember?
I don't remember. I remember
It was called like In Time.
Well, that's like that's what's it called?
You're just adding time to your clock, right?
Yeah.
No, this is
Indiana Jones: Last Crusade.
That wasn't.
They're going for the Holy Grail so he could live forever. Immortality.
Yeah, but this isn't like a magic drug. This isn't like a.
Well, that wasn't either. That was Jesus's chalice.
Okay, but Like they're saying that
Sean Connery needed the chalice to survive.
By the like our age where we are now, we're going to live longer, first off, right? And the technology is progressing so rapidly that they're thinking that by the time we're in our like 70s or 80s, which I don't know if I will want, like if I'm in my 80s and someone said, "Hey, take this and you'll live for live forever." I don't know if I would. Like if it was on if my 50s or 60s, I might.
Yeah,
maybe not in my 80s. I don't know.
So you start looking at like all these different disease process and stuff. So we've got dialysis centers. They're all over the place.
Yeah.
We look back, 40, 50 years ago, if you had kidney failure, man, you're shit out of luck if you can't get I'll drink for that one. Yeah. But you're out of luck if you couldn't get a kidney transplant.
If you had the flu 100 years ago.
Yeah. But I'm just saying we look at like the kidney dialysis or heart failure. Now they've got these things that basically keep your heart going even whenever it can't really function. It's an external device that you have to wear until you can get a heart transplant. But all those things, 30, 40, 50, 60 years ago would have just killed you. So my question is, are we prolonging people's life too long to the point to where now we're overpopulating and we're keeping people? I mean, there's got to be like a fine line where
natural selection.
Yeah, the world has to like balance itself, kind of, right?
So I didn't answer that question, right? And I think that to your point, the only way that I would say yes, I want to keep living, right? Like I want to keep living would be to see the next frontier, right? To be able to go to Mars, to be able to go to the moon, to be able to do those things that we can't do now that just seem so far off. Like that's why I would want to, like if it was like 10 years away, you'll be able to do this. I'm like, okay, I could sell my house and do that as my last thing.
I get that. But what I'm getting at is though, at some point there's too many people on the earth.
On the earth, that's my point. Like people are going to start
you're
going elsewhere,
and then there's going to be, but then there's going to be too many people on Mars. There's going to be too many. I mean, because we're going to have people that like shouldn't be procreating, taking these drugs and just procreating for the rest of their life and popping out.
You say that
tens of thousands of babies.
The amount of, and I might need to get a fact check on this one, but I'm fairly certain that the amount of babies that are being born are declining.
Yeah, but it's the quality of babies that are being born at this point.
What?
Think about it. Idiocracy.
You mean
I don't.
So stupid babies are being born?
I'm not saying all babies that are being born right now are stupid.
Hey, friends of ours that have kids, Tim's saying your kids are dumb.
What I am saying is that there's a lot of people.
Apologize, you.
I don't need to apologize for this because I'm not saying that every baby that's born, but we start looking at like this decline. Like there are fewer and fewer people in our age group, and even younger that are not having babies, and the ones that are having babies at the younger ages are not.
I disagree with you.
Yeah, well,
100%.
that's fine.
We don't have kids.
Because our parents, love my parents to death. They were dumb as hell to have me at 21. Then they got a divorce. Then it all like things are great for all of us now. But back then you would have thought that was a bad idea. What you just did was a very stupid idea.
Look what you made. Look at this idiot.
But look how great I am.
Well, hold on.
Greatness.
Hold on. Let's not go off sucking your own dick.
Drink. Sometimes greatness comes from those, things that you thought were dumb.
Before you know it, we're all
electrolyte.
Before you know it, we're all gonna be drinking Brondo. I'm just saying, Brondo's gonna be on everything.
That's what Christy said.
It's what plants crave.
Electrolytes.
You mean from the toilet?
There's all this gene therapy, genome projects, splicing, boner jam medicines. There's
jam?
other boner jam. What's the difference between jam and jelly?
No.
We're not doing that.
Okay.
Boner
You
jam.
can Google it if you need to know.
Hey, Google it.
We're not saying it on the podcast.
Boner jam is like a monster.
Google!
It's like Monster Jam.
We haven't done that in a while.
I know.
Monster
Boner jam is like Monster Jam with boners.
Okay, just get on with your subject.
So there are various ways that you can stay alive longer, taking care of your own body. So what are ways that you like taking care of yourself? I have a list of things that you could do. Of course, the wonders of science have given us supplements, better tasting food that's healthier for you. What do you think? What are steps that you take?
Do you think GMO's okay?
I do. In the future, GMOs have been helping with better crops, faster crops, It's
But at what cost? At what cost?
I guess our testicles.
Okay.
But I mean, what are steps that y'all like taking to like prolong your life? I mean, I know Chad, I always get alerts that you're going on walks for lunch, and Tim,
I like to just
you have too much blood in your body.
Yeah. That's
you
a
get
whole
blood taken from you from a vampire.
Yeah, that's
every 2 months.
That's a whole different subject.
Edward
on that,
would love
but
you.
Yes.
I got a joke whenever we're done with this.
Jesse was watching Twilight whenever
If
I
it's a
came
Twilight
home.
reference, I don't want to hear
It's a
it.
Twilight reference.
We don't want to hear it. Man, what I found, so I'm taking a class right now over community health and all that stuff. And one of the things we were, this last module I was doing was talking about burnout versus compassion fatigue, which is something that like care providers and things like that have to deal with. So everybody at any type of job, you can have burnout, right?
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
And then you have compassion fatigue, which is like basically you're around these people, you become empathetic towards them, and you start suffering kind of vicariously through them as well, right?
Sense, yeah.
So one thing that I've done to keep myself from having burnout, which is prolonging my life, my career, is that whenever I'm home, like work's done. Like my emails,
you leave it.
Yeah, I have my emails. My emails are silenced after my hours. I have them all blocked out. So the days that I'm off and that whenever I leave, no emails. I'm not responding to anything. If my supervisor calls me, I'm not answering unless I'm like on call or something like that. That's a different story. But like I'm just not. It's my time, right?
Yeah.
Not working all the overtime. Like we have an abundance of overtime. In fact. And some people would be like, you're an idiot for not taking them up on this, but they've been giving out incentive shifts where it's like you work your shift and you get paid your overtime rate, and here's also an additional $400.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I could have made serious bank. And I talked to several people, and like we got a paramedic that was making that's going to clear $120,000 this year, but he works all the time. Like that's not good for my mental health. Yeah, it's going to cause burnout. So I choose to leave work at work and home at home, and that's why I like to keep it, and it helps greatly.
I mean, it's hard, and I've noticed like working with a bunch of Europeans, like they leave like around 7:00 at night. Like my dad, me and my dad would work until like, if we're really busy, we'd work until like 9, 10 o'clock at night. But these guys are like 7:00. We're done. We're going to go back to our rooms.
Honest, 7 o'clock is really late for a European. Those are like hardworking.
Yeah.
Like the majority of the world,
Argentinians,
do not put in the hours.
Well, even the Spaniards too. I mean, the Spaniards stay until like 7 or 8 o'clock.
The majority of the world do not put the hours in that our country puts in. Like,
well, they take more breaks though. Like, I mean, they like whenever I was talking to the Spaniards that are working with us, they'll like have a breakfast and then work, and then they'll have a little snack and then work, and then have like a long lunch, not like a long lunch, like a nice lunch, and then, go back to work. But I mean, the quality of life for Europeans, period, for work is just like way better than ours, because they can actually, they know how to stop. Their lives don't revolve. Even like some of the friends that I've made here that like the two Spaniards that came, shout out to Raul and Francisco. But what the fuck was that? What's he laughing at?
I think it's how you said it.
I just spit in my beer because how you said that shit.
Shout out to Raul and Francisco. So my accent.
You can say that because
I'm Latino. Son of a bitch. But I mean, just seeing their quality of life and like talking to them and them teaching me things on how to eat.
Spit beer everywhere.
Hey, I recently saw an article that. And I'm gonna drink for this because I'm gonna bring it. I'm drinking for this because I'm bringing it up.
If you didn't notice, I just opened a Yingling.
Yingling, the official drink of the Funky Panther. Yingling, where your dreams come true.
Beautiful.
Man, now I shouldn't talk about this. There was a company that actually is promoting pleasuring yourself while at work.
I'm not gonna lie. Like whenever I come home from a nice long day of lunch work,
we don't need to hear this.
So you didn't ask me. You asked. I guess you asked us, but it just he answered. One of the things that I do, to your point, you mentioned it, but like I have blocked out 12 to 1 every day on my calendar at work, or else someone's going to schedule me that time.
Oh, I thought you said you blacked out.
I black out every day at 12 to 1. I just drink as much as I can in the morning, black out at lunch, and then get back to work. No, I don't do that.
And my numbers are high.
No, I mean, my calendar will fill up, right? Like everyone can see what times you're busy and whatnot. And so they'll just put on meetings and calls and things that you got to do. And so I'll block out 12 to 1. And that's my like me time. I'll go for a walk. I'll listen to podcasts. I'll listen, to some music or something like that. But that's me to kind of like what you're saying, right? When you get off work, just disconnect, because that mental health is extremely important. I think vitamins are good too. And then, I was good at meditating, and then I just stopped. That's something I probably should
Your
get back
salary,
to.
right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so all right, hourly versus salary. Everybody says that if you're salary, you're going to have to work on your off time, and I don't think that's.
It depends the job, bro.
But it shouldn't. It should not. That's
I agree.
The thing.
I put in 60 hours whenever two jobs ago, same company, right?
Yeah.
But whenever I was managing a team of 30, I was putting in 50, 60 hours easy.
But
right?
why?
Like, because we needed it. Like there was a lot of like sales pressure. There was a lot of like, not only sales pressure, like that was some of it, but a lot of me pressure. Like I need to be here for my people.
But the question is like some of that stuff you've got to delegate. I mean, you got to. I honestly think like I work 48s, and my average for the past 12 pay periods is like 53 hours a week. That's way too much. Like I honestly think like if we're going to stick with the 40-hour work week, like that's all that should be expected of you.
Well, I mean,
regardless,
who can really survive on that though? Because whenever we're really, really busy, I work like 75, 80-hour weeks.
But you get paid per job. That's completely different.
No, I mean, I'm salary, but I mean, like, right, I'm not working. I'm not working on cars right now.
No, but yeah,
I'm not.
I know.
I mean, yeah, but it's.
But you're working till 10 when you're putting in work on the cars. Like it's per job. You're still focusing on the money aspect, the amount of work that's coming in
for the shop, not for me.
Salary on like maybe a different job than yours then is generally the same amount of work week after week, and you're still putting a ton of work in. But to your point, Tim, if you can kind of figure out that like delegation and getting that thing right, but sometimes it takes time to get in that well-oiled machine, right?
Sure.
But I don't know.
Work sucks.
No, it doesn't suck.
It doesn't suck, but we're the only sentient beings that like pay to live on this planet. Animals don't pay to live here. Babies don't pay to live.
That's it. We're going to live like animals, and we'll be kings.
And we can do it like they do it on the Discovery Channel.
Right back to music.
Yeah. So back to the other topic we were talking about.
Masturbation helps a lot too. It's before you go to bed. Like masturbation.
Take a drink.
You said here, you wrote it. Masturbation, exercise therapy, taking care of your body through supplements, and hardcore masturbation.
You put that there.
Jerk off before bed. You feel less stressed.
That's like 4 sips, bro.
Bro, I jerk off.
Just drink your whole. Just drink your whole.
You drink your whole, buddy. Drink this whole. Ow, I'm hurting. Goddamn hernia.
It's probably because it's too much. You've been at it too hard.
My balls are just swollen.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna skip one and go to the bottom real quick. So this question also came up as we were talking about the topic of like living longer and things like that. Randomly, I think as my boss came up with it, it's like if you could know exactly when you die, like you knew the day and time that you were going to die, would you want to know?
No, man.
Why?
Dude, because then I'm just going to be anticipating that day, anticipating that day, and that's all you're going to think about. And the same on the other part of that question that you've got, no, I don't want to know either.
I've thought about that here recently.
I don't want to know how.
We'll get into the other one in a second.
I don't want to know either one.
So when you die, would you want to know when you die?
No.
Seriously?
Because what if I die? What if it says 1 month? Oh, cool! I die in a month. Like that's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. I get where you're coming from because you could do all the crazy stuff. I understand.
And
your mindset.
You're not going to die.
And you know you're not going to die.
You're going to play Russian roulette and be rich. Try to be rich.
You can do whatever the fuck you want, and you're not going to die.
Drink. But you're right. This is the exact conversation I had with them because they were all in the same boat as y'all. That no, they would not want to know. And I said 100% yes. Like, why would someone not want to know when? right? Their argument was like,
know.
okay, then you're going to be anticipating it. You're going to be anxious about it.
You're going to try to get as much stuff as you can done in your lifetime before it happens, whatever. At this point, I could die at any point and not have to worry. I don't worry about it. I don't
see. I don't think that not knowing would be blissful for me. I think that knowing, I would be able to get a lot more done with my life. Then my boss said, well, if you're living that way, right? And she brought a very good point, because this is similar to how I think. If you're not living like that now, then that's a problem, right? Like if you're not living as if you're only going to be here for a year or two or whatever, then you're not doing it right. But then I was thinking about it, and I was like, going back to work and things like that. How much do we plan for the future? Right? Like we plan, okay, I've got to set all this money aside for my 401k or my retirement. I need all of these medical benefits. I need to work 40, 50, 60 hours a week. I need all of these things because I want to live forever, right? Like I'm going to live, not forever, but
but you need all those things to live the way you want to live, though.
Right. But however, if you knew it was 10 years from now, would you not tweak your priorities? Because
no, man.
Why would you not?
It's not that I wouldn't tweak my priorities.
Pull that 401k out. Stop working. Sell the house. Sell the car.
I would be forced.
Go.
I'd be forced to tweak the way I live. I mean,
I'm with Christy on this one. I'm with Christy. We are dark tonight.
Yeah,
I mean, very dark.
It's a little, a little bit, but it's interesting to talk about.
What happened to the funny Funky Panther?
it is an interesting topic, but no, I wouldn't want to know. I wouldn't want to know. I don't even want to know how. I don't want to know how.
So I would say 100% I would want to know when, because I think that I would have a hell of a life until then.
But you could have a hell of a life now.
Right. But not to the, it's to my, what I just said, it can't be the same. But it can't completely let go of all of these society things that we are locked down to.
That's because you're in your head, man.
No.
You could let it all go right now.
You're right. You're actually correct.
You could.
You're correct. But you're
not going to.
But then I wouldn't.
Because what if I lived to be 80 or 100? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's that what if, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So when we're not on the same page, what about
No, I already answered that. I don't want to know how.
Yeah. How you die.
I don't want to know how.
You?
How I die?
Yeah. Would you want to know how you die?
Because then I'm going to be like, man, that's a shit way to die.
It's like,
that's a cool way to die. Or,
you get hit by a bus and die, and then I'm like walking on the street. Is this the day?
You're always
Am I crossing
the bus?
Like, is this the day?
Like, I'm sure like dying the way Elvis did, you wouldn't want to die like that.
Well, yeah, like, okay, you're going to die on a toilet.
From my understanding, Elvis isn't dead.
Yeah, he's not dead.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't want to know how, because I would be...
You'd be always wondering, like, is this it?
Oh, God, I get hit by a bus. Oh, fuck, there's buses everywhere. Why do you have a fear of buses? Shut up, bitch.
When you're born, like, once you are able to, like, understand, like, let's say, like, 10 years old, you get, like, a letter in the mail, and it says, this is how you die. And so you're stuck with that as from 10 years and up.
All right. One last question down the rabbit hole before Christy just completely leaves from the, hey, thank y'all for watching on YouTube.
Yeah. Thanks 8 people that are on
and actually like hanging out with us, talking about this.
Yeah,
we made it this far in the podcast. We appreciate
Send us a thumbs up if you're listening. Also, do y'all masturbate before bed?
Stop. Drink the rest of the beer. This is getting bad. No. So one last thing. Would you want to have your body cryogenically frozen when you die?
No.
No?
It's just going to be wasted space.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because it's just wasted space. Like, because who knows how long it's going to be in this freezer? Unless I can live like Futurama does, and they just have a head on like a little pedestal and they talk. Yeah, I could go for that. You could have little arms, put yourself onto a body. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what if it's what if it's like 500 years from now?
Then what? They can wake you up?
Yeah, they'll have the technology.
Well, I mean, if the Simpsons predict the future, Futurama must be the future because Matt Groening, right?
Right.
So I guess Fry technically does that and wakes up. I mean, it doesn't seem like a bad gig, I guess.
Right. I wouldn't do it, but it's an interesting concept. I think it would be kind of, they say Walt Disney froze himself before
his daughter claims no.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of stuff on like it being a hoax and all that stuff.
For you? Come on. I thought you'd ride this one out for sure.
Dude, I don't know, man. So I recently saw a video that showed the fireworks at Disney World. You've seen those, right? You've been to Disney World, right?
Oh man, that's the best part.
Yeah, so you see the fireworks and all that stuff. The ghost of Walt Disney, like there was clearly a man like standing it was big, like on the castle.
A big man?
Yeah. And they're saying that was
Walt Disney wasn't that big.
I know.
Are you sure it wasn't
a
a
normal
statue
man.
in front of the? I think there's a statue in front of the castle, and they can shine a light over it.
Look, man, I don't know. I'll have to find the video and let you look at it.
They say his body is frozen where beneath the, what is it, the Pirates of the Caribbean ride?
Caribbean.
I don't like the way you're saying it. Okay, that's all the morbid talk. I thought it would be interesting to get y'all's concept or your not concept, your thoughts on that concept.
I think I would want my ashes spread in the places where I've never been.
Nice.
You know, I mean, maybe like the Ganges or
the Ganges,
like the fucking Antarctica or something.
I'm telling you right now,
Siberia.
if I went like in a year, my thing would be that everyone gets just a little bit of me. And every time you travel, you just like,
That's not bad.
right? And all my close friends are going to take Chad around with them.
I think what I would do, I would sprinkle you in with some cocaine while I'm on a bender and snort you.
Here we go again.
I wouldn't, do you, boo? You know what I mean?
That's my Chad.
Yeah.
I'm doing with Chad.
If that's how you deal
I
with
want
it.
Chad to know what I'm doing, even if it's snorting blow off the ass of a prostitute.
Chad's your partner with me.
We did it, baby. We did it.
Oh shit.
Why are you yelling?
Okay, I'm gonna take a drink because Tim, you had one thing.
Yeah, and this I can't get like everything pulled up on here, but
Damn, this Yingling's good.
Drink Yingling.
Yingling, the official sponsors of the Funky Panther.
We can't say official. The unofficial sponsors of
The
the
unofficial
Funky
sponsors of the Funky Panther.
Jeff said, "Roll me up and smoke me when I die." Yeah, man. Willie Nelson.
There's some weird ways though that you can be having taking care of your body. Did you know that you can send your body
Tad
to
of Chad. The chat's blowing up. Love it. All right.
you could send your body to outer space on a rocket.
In a Tesla?
Yeah, actually, I think it is a Tesla rocket. Yeah.
I think Scotty from the Star Trek, he had his body sent out to space.
It's pretty expensive to do. Like it's actually ridiculously expensive. I looked at it. It was like somewhere in like $10,000, like $10,000, something like that, maybe more.
Well, right now, version it's $250,000. I looked it up again because I don't remember if it was one of y'all that said, no, that can't be right.
Go to the edge of space.
It's going to be $250,000 going to the edge of space.
Yeah, it's not really space.
Yeah, but it's close enough. And then you could just like sprinkle a tad of Chad.
You can't roll down the window.
Sure you can.
It's me, Alex Jones, and I want you to eat my ass.
Drink.
You could be mummified.
Okay.
Like the full on Egyptian mummification thing, sarcophagus and all. I would like to have that.
I think it's pronounced sarcophagus.
Yes, I would like
Sir Cockafist.
I would like drink, sir.
Sarcophagus.
I would like that. I would like that done for me. It'd be
Excuse me, are you sarcophagus?
Sir Cockacus.
Oh,
propped up in the in my living room.
I got propped up by my erection.
Sir Propopus.
Sir Platypus?
Sir Octopus.
Sir Octa.
What about
Sir Coctopus. Sir Cockerpus. Sir Cockerpus. We're never going to be lecturing at that school. They're never going to let us in after this. Can you edit all this stuff out?
I think they're going to have our faces on the door and just say,
Do not let them in.
You can't come into this college.
Chad's like, but I'm a student here.
what about having your ashes pressed into vinyl?
No.
Because then it's going to get lost or broken. You're going to be forgotten.
But if it's like on your favorite album,
No.
no, you wouldn't do that.
Places.
You're all about going to the places.
Yeah. I mean, music's great, but I mean, there's songs that we all have that we think
I figured
about
that'd be
each
something
other.
you would jump right on.
You know what
I
I would
do.
do? I would want somebody to get my ashes and throw it in the face of the Pope.
So what we're saying is,
I mean like pocket sand, but it's pocket me. Like blow it in their face,
let me ask you, why the Pope?
because he's the freaking Pope. I'm the freaking Pope.
That doesn't answer like why you'd want that.
Why not?
Like,
What would you like? I mean,
I want to go home.
you know what? I'm hungry. I want spaghetti. I want spaghetti and meatballs.
All right, man. Well,
I'm the freaking Pope.
I think we just ended with that then.
Well, we didn't have his thing.
What burns your biscuits?
Hang on.
What
here.
burns your biscuits?
Let me
butters.
just.
It doesn't
What
make
butters
sense,
your
but
biscuits?
That's what's so great about it.
I'm gonna eat your ass. No, you said you changed the music.
This
not
is
from
your music.
You know what really burns my biscuits? You know what really butters my biscuits? This is Javier with Butter Your Biscuits. I want my ashes turned into a diamond. Jordan's got the right thing. Like I would have. Oh, that'd be
A
good.
diamond?
A
Yeah.
diamond
Why
shine
not?
bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Let's see. What butters my biscuits right now? The heat. Holy fucking shit. This motherfucking heat. Like, I swear to fucking Christ, my balls are like boiling. Like, literally. I sweat so much. Like, I was like, somebody was like wet sanding like glue. Like, Roman brought like one of their trucks over to get the glue off, and it smelled horrible. I'm like, is that my balls? Because holy fucking shit. Like, it was the worst fucking smelling thing I have ever fucking smelled in my life. Not me, the truck, but it was really hot. It's like fucking hot. Texas, come on, Texas. I know it's like hot in August and September, but fuck.
All right. Is that your only last beer?
I just opened it.
You've made okay, chug it. Just finish the entire beer. That was 11.
The heat is really buttering my biscuits.
We get it. Nick agrees. We all
Nick's
agree.
got to go fucking play baseball in this shit.
Okay, finish your beer and shut up. What's yours?
Honestly, at this point, I don't have anything that's buttering my biscuits.
Nothing.
Well, pretty much everything that Javier just said.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, I've got no qualms right now.
Good.
Nothing bad's happened
good to hear.
recently, other than my body just like hating me.
Yeah.
Lifting a toilet. I changed a toilet at the house. My back hurts now. That's probably that. You know what? That's really buttering my biscuits right now.
Chad, what's buttering your biscuits, bud?
You know when you're in a parking lot for a grocery store or whatever, and someone just zips through,
Oh hell yeah!
like just goes through all of the lanes, even though there's
Like cutting across like
cutting across like 18 lanes, going as fast as they can.
Why are they doing that?
I mean, there's lines there. It's just like a road, just and there's also a lot of times one way where you park.
Follow,
don't go the wrong way.
Yeah, follow the rules of traffic. Yeah.
People in parking lots that don't know how to drive, that butters my biscuits. It happens all the time, but it seems to be happening a lot more recently, and I'm noticing it more, and it's really setting me off. So, people that don't know how to drive in parking lots, butters my biscuits.
Well, I'm sure a lot of people would agree with your biscuit buttering, Chad.
Thanks, man.
Thank you so much for joining me today on What Butters Your Biscuits. Chad, back to you.
Hey, thanks, man. Oh, okay, it's loud.
It's very loud.
Turn it down.
You know what butters my biscuits? The loudness of that thing.
Yeah, cut that down. We're done with the segment, Tim. All right.
We got to have the closing sound.
Okay, sure we do.
We lost half of our viewers.
I know. Hey, everyone.
fine.
Hey, we got 10. Look at that.
Fine.
Hey.
That's so cool.
Thank you
so
for
much
watching us on YouTube and Twitch. If you don't already do so, please subscribe, follow, leave us a like. Thanks for chatting with us. We really appreciate it. We have a lot of cool things coming up again. We're going to be hanging out with Joe Marone here pretty soon. He's going to be on the podcast next week. LDP on the 19th. We're going to be going to his photography, like art show. And then also on the 21st, Dustin Massey drops his album. We're going to be there for my birthday at Magnolia Motor Lounge. So be there.
Chad's G-Day festivities.
And
Yeah, man.
I just want to go ahead and apologize for this episode being so dark and, as Soto put it, kind of snooze-fested.
I'm going to eat your ass.
You can't win them all. Sometimes you got to talk about things that matter.
Sometimes, like I told him, they're not all going to be bangers.
You know what
Right.
matters? Hardcore pornography.
Drink. Did you finish it? You probably didn't.
No, I didn't.
All right, everybody. We absolutely appreciate you hanging out with us. I'm Chad.
Oh, hold on. Also, don't forget to vote for us for the 4th Weekly. Get out
we
there.
said that at the beginning.
No, we did at the beginning, but the end.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to put a link in here in the video and the podcast and on our website and our social media at the Funky Panther, so you can go ahead and help us out by voting for us as best radio personality in Fort Worth. So, I'm Chad.
I'm Javier.
And I'm
we
Tim.
are the Funky Panther!
Stay good, everyone.